Chapter 3, Page 1. Hello, my name is Henry Miller. I woke up in bed, alone. Nicole, my wife, wasn't next to me. Her absence was a cold presence, like a shadow still lingering long after the flame has died. The floorboards creaked like bones underfoot as I rose, an uneasy weight pressed on my chest. I wandered to the living room, where the flicker of the television cast long, twitching shadows across the wall. Nicole sat stiffly on the couch. The screen displayed an old commercial. The colors were oversaturated, and grain was thick, the kind that dances and writhes like bugs under a microscope. A man with eyes too wide smiled unnaturally at the camera. Oh, hello there. Didn't see you there. Ever wish it could be Halloween every day? Now it can be. Come on down to Fall Valley, a place of pumpkins, of candy, of eternal fun. But remember, don't fall. I stared at the screen, trying to make sense of what I'd just seen. I felt like it had been burned into my brain. Nicole turned to me slowly. She smiled, but something was wrong. Her mouth stretched too far. Her eyes were glassy, waxen. Her voice was syrupy sweet, but layered with static. Oh, hi, Henry. I think you should go. You need a break. You always work on those experiments. I promise. It will be fun. I didn't want to go, but I didn't want to say no either. Something told me to agree, so I packed. Outside, the morning fog clung to the ground like rot. I climbed into my car, keys shaking in my hand. As I pulled out, the town blurred around me until I entered a dense forest. Only, it wasn't green. It was crimson. The trees were red like veins. The moss looked wet like meat. The bark pulsed. I drove deeper in. That's when I began to hear it. Screaming. That's when I began to hear it. Screaming. Laughter. Whispers. Static. Something darted between the trees. Then, in the rearview mirror, I saw it. Tall, grotesque figure. 7'4", covered in matted crimson fur. A rabbit, but wrong. Human in shape, head cocked, a mouth split open across its head like a smile carved in bone. Sitting in the back seat. What the hell? I smiled wider, then it spoke. Oh, hello there. Didn't know you could see me. My name is Ms. Bizarre. Don't worry about your name. I already know you, Henry. This isn't real. I'm hallucinating. I must be. Oh, you poor dumbass. I'm the embodiment of schizophrenia. You drove into my forest. Now you have it. You can see me now, and that means I'm real to you. And that means I can hurt you. But not yet. It leans forward, voice slithering. But watch out for the dream cult. They'll crawl into your head when you sleep. And then it's all downhill. And just like that, it vanished. I kept driving. The forest colors shifted. Purple, then blue, then orange. I reached Fall Valley. But the second I parked and stepped out, my car vanished behind me like smoke. Okay, maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe I'm finally losing it. Then I heard screaming. Through the orange bushes, I saw a man, the man from the commercial, screaming at a group, cloaked in orange, wearing plague masks. You sick freaks! People need to know what's going on here. This isn't right. From the crowd stepped a taller man, the leader. Orange robes, a cane with a carved hare's head. His hands were riddled with black holes and voids. Now. You weren't supposed to advertise our little town. Don't worry. It was all just a dream. He tapped the man's forehead. The ground opened beneath him. He fell into a screaming void. I gasped and stepped backwards. My foot landed on a VHS tape. It shattered, loud. They turned, all of them. The leader's voice echoed. Come now. Don't run. This is all just a dream. It's all in your head. Yeah, no. Fuck that. I ran. I found a Halloween store and slammed through the doors and hid in a supply closet. Then I heard children laughing. I turned. A small child stood behind me. Hollow, black eyes. No whites, no soul. The walls began to twist, stretched like rubber. More children emerged from the shadows. Hey, mister. Want to play with us? No. I'm being chased. Then they began to cry. Then one said, voice distorted, humans are so goddamn stupid. They grabbed me, strapped me to a table, and began to cut. I screamed as they opened my stomach. The cult leader entered. There you are. It's time to wake up. He tapped my head and I fell. Day 2. I woke up in my bed, in my room. Nicole was gone. Fuck. It was all a dream. But why do I feel so wrong? I heard whispers, screaming, laughter, static. I grabbed the knife, walked to the bathroom. I looked in the mirror. I couldn't recognize myself. I raised the knife. Henry, what the hell are you doing? I was gone for maybe 3 to 4 hours, and you're already losing your shit. Ms. Bizarre appeared again, smiling wide. Get out of my head. He snatched the knife. You don't need this anymore. Goodbye. Then he vanished. I stumbled back to bed, eyes wide open. Night 1. I woke up in the middle of the night, driven by a thought not my own. I entered my lab. The purple liquid I created was glowing softly. I walked to Ronnie's room. He was my son. I injected him. He twitched, spasmed, then stilled. Then he woke up. Oh, you're awake, I said. I didn't realize. Don't worry, I was just checking up on you. Day 3. Ronnie stood in my doorway. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there, Ronnie. I hope you have a good day. He said nothing, just nodded and walked away. I slumped onto the couch. Why am I doing this? I know this is wrong, but something's making me. I fell asleep, dreamt of space, floating. My hands were purple, massive, screaming. Night 2, same ritual. Injected Ronnie, but this time he woke up. Purple blood poured from his eyes, his ears, and then his mouth. He looked at me and smiled. Day 4, Ronnie moved. Different. It wasn't Ronnie anymore. He was Rosbism. Rosbism is awake. My work is nearly done. The TV flicked on. Breaking news. High school student Ronnie Miller found dead. I ran to the hospital. Found his body, took it, stitched it, buttons for eyes, doll limbs, boxed the head. To the lab I go. I remade him. 7'4", purple, twisted rabbit, but beautiful. Claren, I said to my assistant, go greet our subject. Claren entered. Then, red lights, sirens, screaming. Ms. Bizarre entered. Rosbism screamed in rage. He tore Claren in half. I ran, hid in a closet, but he found me. Ronnie, this is all a misunderstanding. I turned right into Ms. Bizarre. He stabbed me, lifted me by my neck, and then he snapped my neck. The void won. I awoke in the void. White, endless. I was taller, 7'4". A purple rabbit, a red X carved into my stomach. I was no longer Henry. I was the time of death. Galaxies, mortals, all of it. I could erase with a whisper.